Not coming.
Good afternoon.
Good morning. Okay. Without making any delay, let us see, let us learn. Huh? I'm going to teach that agriculture lesson. That is what given, no? Years. Otherwise, geography, which portion is over? Topo.
Yeah, topo and climate and soil.
That's over. So how many days soil there?
Soil maintenance is very so that अगर उसमें जो है सब ऐसा सब
Climate.
so
See, let us go back to long period, like ancient period
I
or
don't
like
have
that.
the volume. I have a textbook.
No problem. We will learn something like that only. Some parts we had to learn from that only. Yeah. See, people, they were wanderers in the earlier time, nomadic life. Then they started a settled life. Why they have started the settled life? Improve. Then, anything? Can you tell? Why people? See, actually, only two are there. I'm not comfortable standing and this. I don't like also to sit and this. But we are having some discussion. See, people, they were wandering. Let us imagine that the people in group, they were moving from one place to another. Why they were moving? They were moving in search of food. Really, they want food at that time. So they moved from place to place. On the way, they used to get fruits, roots, and all. After eating, they used to throw the seeds here and there. Now they went to the other end of that forest. There also that fruits and all finished. Then they returned back. On the way, they saw that whatever they threw, they grow into plants. And the other end, from where they started, they saw that it would grow into big plants or trees or like that. So they thought that why we have to move every time. Instead of that, we will settle in one place and we will start planting this. So they thought that okay, we will start planting, and they want water to drink. They want water to for the plants and all. So they started agriculture and settled on the banks of rivers. That is how the earlier civilization started. And on their journey, they got some type of animals along with them. First, dogs used to be there. They want to be protected from that wild animals. That is lions and all. They used to attack. So, in order to get a protection, they used to stay with them. In turn, man get protection from dog. So they become counterparts. So an association started among them. Then they find some kind of animals who are very, very nice with them. They are not wild type. So they began to keep them also around. So that way, cattle rearing they started. Cows, sheep, goat, and all. So this way they started living in one part. They started living with these animals and they become partners. Now they started this agriculture as an occupation. For that they need some kind of implements to do that work. So they started making implements first out of stones, then copper, then iron, like that implements to help the agricultural activity. This way, their life began to progress. You told improve their life. A kind of settled life, a kind of organized life began to start. So here we are going to learn about that agriculture, methods of agriculture, why that agriculture is important, what way we need this agriculture as an occupation. Did you get the background? So agriculture is considered as the mainstay of Indian economy. This one, have you heard about why agriculture is considered as the mainstay of Indian economy? So present day, if you see, agriculture give us food grains, so fulfill our food needs. Then, when they started growing more, they used to sell. So that is why trade. Then export. That is with the progress of time nowadays we are exporting our produce to other countries. It helped to increase the GDP. GDP, have you heard about GDP? Gross domestic product. That means what our total produce in the country. It is in the form of that manufacturing products, that agricultural products. This is an economic term, GDP. Some of the students are learning economics. GDP full form is gross domestic. You can write some points also. Rough you just write also. Gross domestic product. What is that? Total produce of the country. That is different products are produced. That is the total produce in the country is called a gross domestic product. So, okay. So it contribute to the gross domestic product. Actually, if you are having that this thing, textbook also it is there. How much contribution to the GDP? 17.32%. What happened? You just ask, you know, what
happened? Asking which volume it is there.
Third volume. You also did not bring, no? You which is volume 2. To this one first part only, no? Civics as well as geography the first part. Say GVA, that is a new term. Okay. It is for the gross value added, addition. Gross value added or value addition. Now you just see that so many points are there. I will tell you. This gross value, if we are making a vegetable, okay, vegetable that is market, so many vegetables are there. This vegetable, when you are bringing, as it is of no use. Will you eat? No. That way, a vegetable has to be converted into like a bhaji or any other product. So then the value is added to it. You added certain masala, you cooked it. So many processes are being done and it becomes tasty bhaji. Okay. The same way, any product, when that value is added, that value is called a gross value addition. Are you getting? If you are not understanding, you just ask. Because no, only 2% is this very this. Yesterday I have taken in Nerul that two these things when 3 hours now I have completed this lesson. One test was many students are there now. It was interesting. So you, if anything is not understood, you can ask. So when you are going to a restaurant, okay, you purchased that bhaji. So you get that bhaji, that is one plate, is 180 rupees. But the same vegetable, pav kg is purchased from the market, you will get it for 30 rupees. But did value is added to it? So after coming at home or bringing it at home, then it has to be cut, then so masalas to be added, then cooked, then only value will be added. Otherwise, it is of raw, there is no use. The same way in economy, whatever products are produced, when value is added to it, that is a useful product. So, in the country, whatever products are produced, value added products are produced, that is 16.5% agricultural contribution. Is it clear? Okay. Now, next contribution is that export 13%. Okay, agricultural contribution for export is 13%. Employment, provide employment. %58% get employment in agriculture. So, this much is the importance of the Indian agriculture to economy. It provides employment to 58% of the population. It contribute to GVA 16.5. It contribute to GDP 17.3. It help with the export 13%. and so many trade activities are taking place. It will fulfill our food needs. So agriculture is considered as the mainstay of Indian economy. We depend agriculture for our life. Mainstay means our life supports. Got it? Are you?
Yes.
Now let us see what are the importance of agriculture. Your textbook it is there. What are the importance of agriculture? First, first point is provide food to our expanding population.
Now, communicating also generates.
Generates working capital. After that, I will explain. And you are writing that is complete.
Communicating is also different than the
See, actually now I am busy with the classes, no? Morning to the evening classes. I am not about. You will get it when I get the paper in my hand because full time class.
Okay. You, the paper are not corrected.
I think so because I got I will get some paper tomorrow. I think so.
Before correction. I'm just asking.
You know, actually, you know that when that many classes were not there, I used to do it. You know, full time. No? 7:30 to 6 o'clock. It means afterwards also 9th standard batch is there. So 7:30 CBSE was there. You know, and 9th standard. So Digest.
No problem.
You have written geography paper.
Yes.
Which lesson?
Climate.
Right. Okay. Have you? You also have to write it. That the practice will make you to improve. That is where that is. Okay. I'll try.
Ma'am, I was just asking because usual time we used to get our paper by Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yes.
Because
Because up to last month, what is that? This way, busy schedule was not there. No?
yes.
May month, little bit you also have to adjust.
No, my parents were asking, so I asked you.
Ah.
They
No,
were asking.
no, I have to check now.
They were asking that.
And we all are busy, not only me.
Yeah, I got.
Otherwise, if I am not available, another person can be handed over to all our hands. No. May month, some kind of delay will come. Afterwards, the moment we get to first we will correct it. Okay,
Yes.
so you can expect by next Monday. Otherwise, even you get this thing mark by Saturday. Also, you can get your mark if I am getting the paper tomorrow. Tomorrow I am having little time, but I am not going to head office. Understood. So the paper should come to my hands. Okay. Now next point is that okay, phone exchanger. Three, 4 points only required. No? So further points not. Now listen. Completed. Yes, the first one is provide food for the expanding population. In the previous part also we have discussed that first how it is a mainstay of Indian economy. So expanding population food needs are satisfied by agricultural production. Generates working capital for our non-agricultural development. What is non-agricultural development? Say, for example, this desk and bench. It is manufactured. Understood? So, for that, raw material like wood or other things are from agriculture. So, it support that working capital for that is non-agricultural activities. Is it clear? Now, provides markets for industrial products. See, agriculture and industry are very much complementary to each other. Agriculture is finished product. Let us take a cotton. Cotton is produced through agricultural activity. This is given to the factory or industry to make textiles. So agriculture supplies raw material to the industry. Industry supply finished products to agriculture. For example, for pumping water, pump sets are required. Fertilizers and chemicals are required. So So like that, whatever are the requirements for that agriculture, we get from industries. So it is the market for industrial products. Did you get it clear? Market for industrial products. Next, we have seen substantial portion of export. Means agricultural products are exported and we get a foreign currency. What is that? Export products, agriculture related export products are many products are there. Let us see some examples. Uh, in India, some of the people or majority of the people will see that vegetarian diet. Vegetarian diet protein you are getting from mung and other things. So in the European countries, they are getting from non-vegetarian food. Understood? So these crops are not produced in Europe. So if they want these agricultural products, they are exported. Clear? Now next, employment to millions of people. 58% of the people get employment. So it is important. Otherwise, you just imagine if that area is not there, majority of the people will remain unemployed. For next is through the trade of certain products. Tea is exported, spices are exported, then jute and other things are exported. So these agricultural products are exported and considerable amount of foreign earnings we get through the export. But what are the importance of? Now, this agriculture is facing certain problems. You don't have that one volume also, textbook also. You have textbook. Okay. Take that textbook. Yes. See, these problems we can classify into different categories, and the first category is environmental problem. Under the environmental problem, the first factor is unreliable rainfall. Completed?
The 6 point reduction of total
Reduction in net sonic. Can you use text? After completing you tell me, yeah? Then I will see. That's core technology. Okay. See, here we have classified it in four groups. First factor, if it is asked about only environmental problems, then that one you have to write. If it is asked about what are the problems faced by, so you can classify into environmental problems. That okay, four, or that is one or 2 points in each. Understood. And second thing, what you want to, that is many of the times, so I find that when you are writing the answer, that clarity is not there. See, here I just wrote technological fact. So naturally, a person who is not knowing, they will think that "Hey, what is technology factor?" You need to clarify that in a sentence. Many a times you fail to give that kind of explanation. So you need to give clarity in that. See, what is that soil erosion? What is soil erosion? Or how soil erosion is a problem? That
You
is
have to write that words.
but along with that, you just define it or explain
How
it.
it goes.
So that way. One sentence is sufficient. Hmm? Are you getting? When you are getting back your paper, you should not this thing, hey, why my mark is cut. So these are the smaller things which you students are making. Hmm? Imagine your paper is got to a person who is not having that clear idea about what all things are there. So you did not clarify that point, you will not get mark.
Ma'am, I have been doubting one paper.
Ah.
In one point.
Yes, yes. You can ask.
So here for the there was a question state the benefits that are derived from the local winds that blow in the summer in the following states. So one was Kerala.
Kerala mango showers.
So I didn't the local winds in the summer season because I didn't get that. I wrote that the local wind in Kerala is the mango shower and benefit is the early reaping of mangoes.
Early ripening.
Right.
So mango start coming, the flowering start coming in the month of this thing, January.
Yes.
So when that showers are there in the March, that will help in ripening of that mango. But if the rain is there in January, all the flowers will go.
So basically, what I did in this two, and I dented these two first in the first line. I wrote the local wind in Kerala is the mango showers, and the local wind in the West Bengal is Kal Baisakhi. That much I wrote. In the first line, the Kerala I dented this one. You know how we got.
Yes, benefits are also asked.
No, I wrote the benefits. I wrote the thing, but not mentioning that. I mentioned that the local one in the summer cause rainfall in this state. This line I didn't write. So I'm absolutely good for that.
If your answer is a meaningful answer, you will get one.
Yeah, I wrote the local one in the
Let,
Kerala.
let me see.
Okay.
If that answer is meaningful,
Okay.
then no problem, you will get mark.
Okay.
But why during these exams I am cutting the mark? Board exam, you are not having a chance to understand what mistake you have. And if you are losing mark there, then that will be affected. But here, if you are losing half mark or 1 mark or 2 mark, you will have the time to correct it.
And I'm here for the distance one. That's actually
What's your name?
Ritunjay.
Mrityunjay.
Ritunjay.
Ritunjay. I think you may get mark. I think so. Ritunjay का paper मैंने check किया.
Okay.
Yesterday evening only. I was You wrote. I got the
Yes,
paper.
sir.
Yes. No, if they get the paper back, then only.
Even before the marks come.
No, no. Actually, when we are there in the head office, they will get the paper immediately. But,
Yeah, I know.
but
I got 19. 20.
20. Now that is why I asked you.
I don't know, it's talking about for the data I asked. Actually, I didn't know. I was since in the morning I was class. I checked during the break. I didn't, but I'm really sorry.
No, no problem. See, I don't know anyone's name personally. No, I was not taking it.
I think
What's
I
your
lost
name?
one mark.
Eh? Ganga.
I think I lost one mark in the MCQ
Maybe that.
because my one MCQ was wrong.
Your handwriting you show me. Your notebook. Now you wrote it. If exam you are writing, it's okay, clear. But some of your handwritings are also the same. So I used to write. Handwriting के लिए mark cut नहीं करते हैं, but that need to improve. Clear? Happy? Ah. I told you, no, if the answer is meaningful, you will get mark. But if it is not having any sense, then mark will not. Yes. Yesterday some places papers I got it. Yesterday I have told her I am having one of them. Just send that paper.
I'm getting it today.
Today it will be difficult. It has to, after doing all these things, percentage and all to be figured out, and then they have to pack and send to. That is in your mobile, no?
Yeah.
That
Okay, complete.
to
Okay,
be
complete.
attached to that answer. Last year you were there, 9th standard?
No,
Yeah.
first year.
First. You? So then there is a system, procedure for it. Okay. What we have seen that I was telling about that point to be clear. That one, how soil erosion is a challenge. Okay, like that. Environmental problems. The first one is reliable rainfall. What is that? You have learned about climate. Learned climate, no? Now in that climate, we have seen that we are depending monsoon for our rainfall. When will be the monsoon? June to September. Now, if the monsoon did not come on time,
All the seasons will be
delayed. Secondly, if it is uneven, irregular, that scanty,
Yeah.
so then that would affect the agriculture. So that is what unreliable. We cannot rely fully on rainfall. Sometimes it may give rise to flood. Some areas it will give rise to drought. So that is why we cannot rely upon rainfall. First point is clear. Now second, lack of irrigation facilities. If there is no rainfall, they have to depend on irrigation. If rain is not sufficient, then from where the water will come? So many areas, irrigation facilities are also not sufficient. That is also another challenge. But next is soil erosion. We know that there are different types of soil erosion. Wind erosion is there, water irrigation is there, glacier, or so many that ways the soil, the upper layer of the soil get eroded. We know that the finer particles are seen on the upper layer. And it is the fertile part. If that fertile part is removed, then agriculture would be affected. Fertility is gone. So that is how soil erosion affects agriculture. When there is heavy rain, the topsoil gets removed. When there is heavy wind, topsoil gets removed. So this is how soil erosion affects. This many points clear to you? Next, methods of cultivation. We still use old methods of agriculture. These old methods, what is that? We don't think about the regions where that soil erosion is a problem. There we need to do that terrace farming, where that soil is in a peculiar way, that is hilly tracts. We have to till the soil in Kondu way. So like that, different methods we have to, that is suit to that land, we have to adopt. But we are still adopting the same method. That is why agricultural production is affected. Next, demand for food crops. We need all the crops, food crops also, cash crops also, industrial raw material also we need it, export purpose also. But when the population is increasing, there is a heavy demand for food crops. That is why that is also not sufficient enough to feed the population. So that's a challenge. Next, reduction in net zone area. What is net zone area? See, every that agricultural year, we are not growing crops in the whole region. Some regions we leave without doing. For example, if that 58% of the land could be cultivated, some land we will leave fallow, uncultivated. That is left for 2-3 years to retain the fertility back. So minus that 3%. So the percentage of land which is cultivated in that agricultural year is called a net zone area. Clear?
Yes.
So gross is the total area which could be cultivated. Net is that area which is cultivated in particular agricultural year. Next, second part is institutional factors. Land as an institution. What type of problems are faced? First, small and fragmented lands. I'll tell you one example. One old farmer whose name is Ramu. Okay, Ramu. He was having 5 acres of land. He has that how many? That is 6 sons. Now 5 acres he was having. He divided that 5 acres among that 5 sons. So everyone will not get 1 acre, not even 0.75 also. 5 sons. He also need property will not be exactly on to that. No. Okay. Now one part is for father and mother. Then for that is how that land is distributed. Now out of that, one person is Ketan, one son. Okay. He is getting 0.75 acre. Now what happened? He is having four sons. Now among these four sons, he have to divide that land. How much area each one will get? A very small area, not even 0.25. This is what we call small and fragmented land. Small size holding and fragmented. That is also not in the same place. Here and there it will be. So that kind of areas, it is very difficult to grow crops.
Like small
Small size.
and different
Ah,
far away
ah.
places.
So it is not possible to use that tractors or tillers or like that. Small piece of land moving. So this kind of small size holding and fragmented holding is a challenge. Got clear? Next is exploitation of the farmers. The farmers are exploited in a different way. Why they are exploited? Because many of
get cheated.
not just cheated. See, if you are illiterate, you just imagine you are not illiterate, but the farmers, most of the farmers are illiterate. So when they are approaching the landlords or the rich landowners, they will exploit. That is, if that crop is having good price, then that person will purchase it at a lower price. Ah. So many of the farmers are illiterate. They are also living in poverty, not having sufficient food and all. So in that case, there is all the possibility that they will be exploited. They will not get a good price for the produce. They will they have to approach that landlords for money for doing that agricultural activity, and after giving a small amount of money, they charge high interest, and finally they had to sell off that land to that landlord. So this type of exploitation farmers used to face.
Like sometimes they don't legal stands, so they can take the land by hand.
That actually, no, the illiterate people, they are not able to read also what is
They
written.
will tell something else.
Ah. And sometimes a blank paper, they will take a thumb impression. Yes, they don't know how to sign. So they have put a thumb impression. So whatever they want, they can add it. So this way, farmers are exploited. Clear? Thank you, Mustafa. Ah. So how they are exploited, you understood, no? See, you asked me cheated, no?
Yes.
Cheating is also one way, but the most important thing is that the illiterate people, they are exploited by not giving proper prices for their produce, and at the same time, they had to take the loans from that rich landowners. So they don't know how to sign. So anything will be added in that paper, and then they were forced to give the thumb impression. So finally, they had to sell off their land without the.
So then they didn't know how to sign also.
Many of the illiterate farmers, they don't know that how to sign. No, signature educated people only know. No, so as they are illiterate, they are exploited. Got it? Now, third factor, economic factors. One is subsistence agriculture. What is subsistence agriculture? Again, we will study about the methods of agriculture. Subsistence means a farmer is producing for him and his family needs, not for selling. Only that much produce they are growing or they are making. So they don't have anything to sell in the market and earn an income. One full year, how much is needed, that much only they are producing. If it is sold in the market, then they will get money. So that is what is subsistence. Is it clear?
Yes.
Next, human elements. Human elements, when we talk about when we got independence, that intermediaries called as Zamidas and all were abolished. But still, people have to depend upon the rich landlords. Whatever they are telling, these farmers have to do. They don't have ownership rights. They don't have the decision power. So, some people control it. The poor farmers, as they are having no decision making power, the condition remains poor. Okay. Next, challenges of globalization. Have you heard about globalization?
All around the world.
Around the world, there is a global economy, world economy. The world as a whole is like a market. Understood? Earlier, what you used to do, that if you want to get some products which are manufactured in Germany, either we have to go to Germany to get it, or if people are working, they while traveling, they purchase from there and bring it to them. Have you heard about the brand Sony?
Yes.
The Sony is a brand of Germany. Okay, now at that time, if a person brought a TV, Sony TV, okay. Now, if any repair work come, the spare parts will not be available in India. Earlier times, I am talking. They have to get it from that country to fit it or repair it. Or repair personnel are also very rare. They don't know that the technology exists. Now, as a result of globalization, anything can be availed in any part. If you want to purchase an iPhone, Apple, you can go to the nearby shop, Chroma or any other electronic shop, and you can get. What brand you want, you can get it. It is available in the nearby market. Anything. So this is the outcome of globalization. The world is an international marketplace. We don't have to go to that country to get the spare parts or wait for the repairing. Now, any brand, according to our choice, at competitive prices, it is available. Understood? Earlier, this television, it was not available in India. They used to purchase for 30,000 from Germany. Afterwards, when they come to airport, they have to pay the import duty also. So, this cost more than what actual prices. Now, if you want a brand, this thing, LED TV or whatever type of this, you go to the shop, you make a choice, and they are telling about this is the advantage of this particular brand, this is the advantage of that. The salesman is knowing all that idea about that particular brand. So then we make a choice. If we have a concern, okay, we are going to buy a particular brand. But that the salesman tell hundreds of advantages of another brand, then we will fall in that and we purchase it. Why? Because of globalization, everything is available in any part of the world. Clear? Now, how it affect Indian agriculture? If you are a farmer, you are producing or you are growing some product. You imagine you are growing mutton, peanuts. Peanuts, no? Mutton. So now you want to sell it in Gulf countries. Your product's quality should be assured. Your product to be competent enough to sell it in that market. Are our farmers able to do it? They don't know that how to market their produce. Earlier times they were not. Now there are producers who are able to sell, but very less. So they have to compete with the products of other countries. Other countries, they are having hundreds of quality check and their product is of higher quality and that product cannot compete with the Indian. You just take that mutter I was telling. When your mutter is opened, instead of that five seeds, your mutter is having only two seeds. Will they purchase? So it is fully developed and beautifully that look. Then only your product can be marketed. So that is why globalization have many challenges. That is, they should be able to compete with the products of other countries. Got it? Secondly, we know that for agricultural improvement, so many other things are to be used. Fertilizers, chemicals, pesticides and all in order to make that agriculture safe. Okay. Or in order to increase the production, they have to use high yielding varieties of seeds. Now, for all these things, poor farmers from where they will get money? Earlier governments used to give subsidies or these all things at a subsidized rate. But now the government stop all these things. Other countries, they are getting subsidies. For example, in America, only 0.5% of people are doing farming. For them, the government can give because our farms are very large. Here, everyone is a farmer who are having small size holdings. Is it possible for the government to give subsidies? So government is not giving. In America, they are getting everything. They are getting at a subsidized rates. So that farmers they could. Did you understand that challenges related to progress? Now the fourth one, technological factor. We are still doing old methods of agriculture. Outdated machinery we are using. When that is, you have to do a project. You know that okay, that in your laptop, this one you can use that AI technology or other one. You can make an advanced use of this technology to make a good project. If you are still research, reading that books, collecting that data, and then writing. Of course, that product is coming out of research, but you have to complete the work in a day, and that work you are searching, getting the book, finding the data. So it is outdated. Now everything is available. You need to just search, ask the question, you will get the answer. So in an agriculture also, old machineries, old methods, you say, when it is in a competitive period. That is what the next challenge.
Yes.
Okay, let us see something. Can you take some video from this and
Yes.
okay? Take, we'll see.
Should I?
Yes. Otherwise, no. You feel boring, huh? Just want talking. You go on writing.
Yes.
First, no, but animated type. Good. You see that in English. No, no, no. This one lesson is first lesson. Yes. No problem. I think you understood all these
Yeah.
problems faced,
Should I
right?
end stream?
Huh?
Should I end stream?
Uh,